Let's talk about the money sitting in your account. You've saved £10,000, which puts you ahead of a lot of people. The stat shows that in the UK, 1 in 3 adults have less than £1,000 saved, and only 11% of women feel comfortable investing. So you're not behind. If anything, you're actually ahead. But now you're probably thinking, what can I do with the £10,000 so that I can invest, retire early, and start living my soft life era? So in today's video, I'm going to break down the 3 fund systems that wealthy women use to build security, upgrade their lifestyle, and create long-term freedom. And if you haven't met me before, I'm Dr. Yosa, your financially literate big sis, who is a serial investor in her 20s and on a mission to retire early. The 3-bucket framework is actually relatively simple, and it's something that I wish someone had told me at the start of my investing journey. The 3 buckets are: 1, the safety fund, aka your peace; 2, the glow up fund, which caters to short-term investing; and 3, the freedom fund, which caters to building wealth in the long term. And the reason why I love this system, it allows you to enjoy your life in the present without jeopardizing your financial future, because most people tend to do things on either extremes. Either they invest aggressively and they end up really stressed, or they save too much and they don't invest, or they forget about the future and live so much in the present, and then when they get older, they regret not taking advantage of investing whilst being young. So I want to delve into each of those buckets in a lot more detail, and if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can join the family of other individuals who are building wealth in their early 20s. And the foundation is having a safety fund. I like to call a safety fund my peace and protection blanket. Truthfully, life is so dynamic, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. A safety fund protects you. It protects you from unplanned emergencies, from redundancies, from health scares, sudden moves, breakups, whatever life might throw your way. Because the stats actually show that 60% of women found that financial anxiety actually had a negative impact on their mental health, and I think loads of people can relate to that. So how much should you put in your safety fund? Well, this question is really dependent on your own personal circumstances and how much you think you'll need. A single person who doesn't have any pets or children or anyone that they're responsible for may put less money aside in comparison to someone with 4 kids and a dog and a cat that they're looking after. In general, most people advise that you put aside 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses away. I know for me, I've put 12 months aside, but with this, there isn't a right or wrong answer. In order to work out what your monthly expenses are, you need to sit down and think, how much am I spending on the necessities? How much are you spending on rent, on food, on transport, and all the other things that contribute to your well-being? And then it's taking that, multiplying that by however many months you want to put away, and then working towards actually putting that amount of money aside for an unexpected event. When you put that money aside, it's really important that you put it in a high interest savings account in order to fight against something known as inflation. And inflation means that your money buys less over time. Inflation is the reason why things cost more money despite being the same size. Think about it. A matcha used to be £5 and now it's £7. Nothing about the matcha has changed. You're getting the exact same size, but it costs more. So in order to mitigate that, you want to put your money in a high interest savings account. The second fund is known as the glow up fund, and I can't lie, of all the funds, this one is my favorite, because when you think about the dream version of you, when you think about being the it girl or being her, this fund allows you to get there. This fund is the vehicle that gets you from where you are now to your end destination. It's money that you plan to use in the next 1 to 2 years to upgrade your lifestyle intentionally. And the key word here is being intentional. The money here can go towards anything and everything as long as it's going towards self-development. And within the Glow Up Fund, there are different categories. So I want to break down the different ones that you can explore. So the first one is home and lifestyle upgrade. This could be anything from moving out to saving for a deposit, buying new furniture, moving to a different city, or just redecorating your home to boost your productivity. opportunity. The second category is career and skill growth. This one, I can't lie, is huge. In order to invest, you need money, and money comes from two places: either money that you're able to raise from people around you, or money that you get from your salary. The more money you make from your day job, the quicker you'll be able to get to your final destination. Higher paying jobs require niche and very specific skill sets. So the money within this category can be used to increase your skills and boost your CV. And there's so many different things that you can do. You can use the money in this fund to invest in courses, to get additional certification, to go to conferences or business events so that you can network with the people who you are trying to become. The third subcategory is business and creative ventures. You might have been sitting on an idea for years and months and thinking, should I do it, should I not? I don't have enough. But this fund actually empowers you to take the boost and just do it. And the last subcategory is life pivot padding. We are multifaceted people, and sometimes the version of us that went to school at 18 isn't the version of us that is currently watching this video. As you get older, you realize that you have other passions and other interests, or the things that you were passionate about before, you are no longer passionate about that. And sometimes you might want to do a career pivot. It's actually really common. A lot more common than I thought for people to pivot in their 20s and 30s into a completely different industry. You could potentially use the money in your glow up fund to fund that. Take 1 to 2 months off, which you could use to rest and think about what you want to do going forward. So I say that to say that the money in your glow up fund is to literally upgrade the version of you that is watching this video, so that the version of you in 10 years time, in 20 years time, can look back and be thankful for the seeds that the money in the glow up fund sowed. And then the last bucket is your freedom bucket, aka your long-term wealth bucket. And I love this bucket so much, but it does require a level of discipline. Reason being, the money that's put in this bucket you probably won't touch between 5 to 30 years time, because every single pound, every single penny in this bucket will be working for you in order to help you build generational wealth. And I'm going to break that down. The money in this bucket is working for you so that you can retire early, you can have the financial freedom that you desire, you can help build generational wealth and legacy, but it also gives you options and choice and flexibility. And I think as women, we don't talk about this enough, but the stats aren't great. Stats actually show that women retire with a lot less wealth than men do, despite living 4 to 7 years longer. And it's actually very common for women to take a step back in their career, to take on the role of a caregiver. If anything, women actually need a lot more money when they retire, not less money, which is why I'm really passionate about this freedom fund. So let's look into the different kind of things that your freedom fund can be used for. 1, the stock market. If you're in the UK, then you will know about something called the ISA, which is an individual savings account. The government gives you an allowance of £20,000 every tax year, which can be used to invest in the stock market, and anything that you gain is completely tax-free. On average, the returns from the stock market range between 7 to 10%, which is really good considering that the average high interest savings account might give you 3%. And there are different ways in which you can invest in the stock market. You have individual stocks, you have index funds, you have ETF, mutual funds, and so much more. And I'm actually going to do a separate video on how exactly to invest in the stock market. And it's really important that you understand your risk appetite. If you are someone who loves taking high risk, then you're the kind of person who might invest in something that could go to the moon tomorrow, or it could literally disappear and you could potentially lose all of your money. Or you could be someone who likes to play it safe. The second thing is your pension. I can't lie, when people talk about pensions, it sounds like a 70-year-old, 80-year-old problem when you're in your 20s, but it's really important you actually think about your pension now. Pensions are great in the sense that you're putting money towards your old age, but your employer is also putting money towards your old age as well. And in essence, it's like free money, because you're putting money away for your future self, but your employer is also giving you money for your future self. And then the third thing I'm going to touch on is property. And again, I'm going to do a separate video on this because property is so big. There are easy ways to get into property that don't require a lot of money up front, and then there are other ways to get into property that do require a substantial amount of money. Property is a great way to build wealth. Reason being, the earth is fixed. We cannot add more land to the land that currently exists, and based on economics, the law of supply and demand, as the population increases, there will be more demand for housing, and the supply may not be able to match that demand, which means that over time the value of property goes up, and which links nicely to something known as the property cycle. The property cycle actually lasts between 15 to 18 years before it repeats itself again, and usually around the 12 to 15 year mark you actually see on average that house prices tend to double in value. So you can imagine how lucrative that can be from a wealth generation perspective. With property, it's really important that you are clear on what your goal is. Are you looking for long-term capital growth, which is a long-term increase in value of the property, or are you more focused on how much the property can give you on a monthly basis through rent and the different things that you can do to the property? So if we had to put that all together, if you are a girly in your 20s who has £10,000 saved, it's really important that you think about breaking that money down into the 3 key buckets, which are having a safety fund, and how much is in that safety fund is very much dependent on your personal circumstance. Then you want to have your glow up fund, and that's all about investing in the next version of you, in closing the gap between where you are now and the version of you that you want to be in. And then the last bucket is the freedom bucket, and that's all about building long-term wealth and being able to permanently live in your soft life era. And that money goes towards investing, and there's so many different ways to invest. I'm actually going to create a series on the different things that you can invest in. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about the stock market using girl maths. I'm going to break it down so it's really simple and easy to understand. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions on each of the funds, let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to reply. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see the next video in this series, which will be on all things investing in the stock market. So that's it from me, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.